Hey everybody, it's Andrea. Before we start today's show, I have a super quick announcement to share with all of you. Beginning in April, I'm going to be launching a series of college to career live weekend boot camps to help graduating seniors as well as juniors who are confused about what jobs or careers they might want to pursue when they graduate. So imagine going from confused to confident with at least 3 different career options you'd be psyched to explore by the end of day 1 of the boot camp. And then learning the tools, tactics, and the strategies to find those jobs by the end of day 2. The boot camp is live and it's led by me over Zoom. And you can learn more about it at College to Career Academy. That's college, the number 2, career.academy. Or you can just look me up on LinkedIn and check out the featured section of my LinkedIn page. I can't imagine a better graduation gift for the college students in your life. Thanks so much for listening, and I know you're going to enjoy my next incredible guest. Hi there, I'm Andrea Koppel, and it's time for coffee. The podcast where you get to hear firsthand what the jobs and careers that interest you the most are really like. Hey there, Java junkies. Welcome to another K-Cup mini episode of Time for Coffee. By the way, K-Cups come in 3 sizes, single, double, and triple shots, or roughly 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes in length. So if you don't have time to throw back an entire caffeinated career conversation, these K-Cup mini episodes of T4C can give you a quick caffeinated fix, whether you're on the go or you only have a few minutes to binge. So grab your mug and take a chug, because it's time for a caffeinated career double shot K-Cup with my guest, Dave Asprey. I want to just touch on that first F, the failure one, which absolutely can be completely debilitating for young people, especially.
Let me tell a story.
They're afraid of making any mistakes, especially when it comes to that first post-grad job, because they feel like if they don't pick the right path, their whole life is fucked. What advice do you have for them, Dave?
You have no idea what you're going to be doing 10 years from now. No clue. You don't know who you're going to be in a relationship with. You don't know where you're going to be living. You don't know what your career is going to be. And it's okay to follow a path without knowing where it's going. So there is no permanent record. You can recreate yourself. I mean, good God, I started a new field when I first came out with this ultra clean coffee. The bulletproof coffee, the market size for that was 0. And I remember this lovely post on one of the coffee snob websites. And it was basically, this guy is from Silicon Valley. He's an engineer. There's no way he made a new way of processing coffee. He just can't do it. Well, you're going to hear that throughout your life. You just can't do that. But the reality is you absolutely can. A book you might like, James Altucher just wrote a book. It's behind me. I'm forgetting the title. Altucher. Is that I think it's something about that's what it's called, skip the line. He writes about this a lot. But what you'll find is that there's just so many people who are going to tell you, you have to put in your time. You have to do it the way I did it. They're not the people to listen to, right? So you can't go wrong. Get some experience, right? And you will be branded by your job. It doesn't matter. Change your brand. You can do it all the time. So I went from IT guy to, co-founder of a professional services group at this company that was the one that was the creator of cloud computing as we know it today. And, my jobs change all over the place. One day I walked in and I said, you know what? As a VP of strategic planning for the company, I said, I've done all kinds of stuff on the technology side. I want to do strategic planning. I think I know what the company should do next. And the guy says, I'd be honored to have you. And he hired me the next day. Just like that, because I knew my shit, right? And all of a sudden, I was, senior manager of strategic planning title, and completely different job than I'd done before. But it was the knowledge and the hard work and the passion and the curiosity and all that. And he took me to swing. He taught me how to do the job, right? So you can do it. It doesn't matter. Before that, I ran IT for a food brokerage. Like it's a completely different universe. And that was in the first 4 years of my career. So who cares? Get in there. And, I have people on my team now. I've, Bulletproof. I've, started and grown a company north of 100 million in revenues. And I've got a big team there. And I have 5 other companies with somewhere around 80 employees where I'm the founder. And I have a young woman in one of the companies. She sat down with me and she said, Dave, I want, I want to make more money and I want to have a bigger mark. So I'm going to go back to school and get a degree in marketing communications. And my advice was, why would you do that? She's like, what? I'm like, do you think I know what the degrees of anyone in my company are? I don't care. They don't matter, right? What I care is what can you do? So your time will be better spent on finding a way to make a bigger difference in the company. And she took it to heart. And I think she's quadrupled her pay.
Oh, yeah. It's called OTJ, on-the-job training.
Yep.
And you can take a course online. You can get a certificate. You can get multiple certificates. Thanks for tuning in to this K-Cup mini episode of Time for Coffee. If you want to listen to our entire caffeinated career conversation, please check out the show notes for this episode. Thanks so much for listening to Time for Coffee, where the professionals in the jobs that most interest you always have time to grab coffee 24/7, no matter where you live. I have one quick favor to ask you. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe to Time for Coffee. Thanks so much.